My name is Christian Estrelon. I'm a 23-year-old communications major, as well as an avid sneakerhead. I love shoes, whether it's buying them, wearing them, or even the stories behind them. The shoe culture is pretty big. It's always been around, but as of recent, I believe that social media has a big impact on how the culture is today. In this video, I will be discussing on how social media has impacted the sneaker and streetwear culture, as well as getting the opinions of some of the heavyweights in the shoe game. This is Sneakerheadz Revealed. My first stop is at the Fix Kicks in Santa Clara, where I'm meeting up with Kevin, who is the co-owner of the Fix Kicks, a sneaker consignment store which buys, sells, and trades shoes and streetwear.
Instagram impacted today's sneaker culture?
Yeah.
It's made it more like about a hype thing, you know, because they see what's hype and then they want that. So it's kind of different. It kind of made it more mainstream too. Like before you had to look on that talk to see what's coming out and all that. Or like look at like East Bay catalogs, but now everything's on social media, so it's more mainstream for sure.
What are your takes on pretty much, just confirmed, all the site raffles now?
It is confirmed as whack. Don't use it. It doesn't work. But all the flip sides are cool though. I win all the time on those. It's pretty cool, but I mean we started this with camping out, so I really don't like it, but I'm used to camping out and stuff, but it works though when you win, you know. But,
and finally, as a business owner, what is the impact you want to leave on like the community and so like people who are like your customers and like kids that
just like real sneaker culture, like knowledge and all that kind of stuff, and more not just hype, you know what I mean? Like it's more than just like what you see on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, you know. But I don't know, just positive impact, you know. But yeah, it's not no negative stuff.
All right.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah, for sure.
Right on.
Yeah.
My next stop is at Fresh Society. That is a sneaker boutique in my mall. They also sell and buy and trade shoes as well as sell streetwear. Alright, so I'm here with my good friend Mike. He is the store manager at Fresh Society, and we're about to ask him a couple questions about now what he thinks about social media and how it's impacted streetwear and also the sneaker culture. So, Mike, what is your opinion on that?
On social media, I believe it's a good thing. It's free commercialing. I mean, it's easy to get the word out there. 10 years ago, if you wanted to get out there, you'd have to get $100,000 commercial. Now you can have an iPhone, great camera, and make a small commercial. So it's good to get networking as well. It works great for us. A lot of followers, a lot of great things. Connect with your friends, family. I mean, it's just a great thing. Information is good. They say too much information isn't good, but information is good.
So, as far as that, that's great about social media, impacted as a whole. Like for example, kids. I know you get a lot of kids at the store. Always watching the newest things like Yeezys, Jordans, everything like that. How do you think, especially you mentioned 10 years ago, now looking 10 years back, 10 years now, has social media been a big impact as far as how the shoe game is perceived?
Incredibly. It's easier to find products. A All you gotta do is push a button, connect with your friends. It's a great thing. I mean, it also gives you a lot of information about the things that you're buying. You know, now you could research quicker. You could research in the car, in the bathroom, outside, in your house, at school, break, whatever. You know, it's a simple way to get information quickly. For example, if someone comes up to you, hey, I have this. Oh, hold on 1 second. Boom. Get the information. You can continue forward with it. So it's a great thing. It's better than putting it in newspaper or potpourri, I'll tell you that. So it's a great thing. It's been really good for us. Following is great. There's always negatives and positives, of course, to every little thing. I mean, you always get your trollers, you know what I mean? But other than that, it's been a great thing for us, and we'll continue using it, and it's going to grow bigger and bigger every day.
How is it different now for you compared to, you know, growing up in the 90s or the 80s as far as shoes and streetwear goes? You know, we mentioned brands like Supreme, Bape, you know, Nike, Jordan, Adidas. How the evolution of all those brands has come along in the last 20, almost 30 years.
I would say competition. Competition's gotten great. I mean, it's everywhere. I've learned a lot from it. You know, back in the day, I mean, you really had to do some driving to get what you wanted. Now you could just boom, it's delivered to your home. So it does make a great impact. Also, the kids can shop. It's a little bit easier for the parents. So it has changed for the better. I mean, back in the day, it was like more of a treasure hunt. But now you could just, like I said, push up a button. It's either delivered, call a friend, get some information, or check our IG. And it's really upon, you know, what your capabilities to get into a computer is now. The only thing now is you just need a computer into it to make it a great thing. Yeah, I think Kanye's done a great thing for the shoes. I mean, a lot of artists, rappers, Hollywood, they bring a little bit more pizzazz to it. They put more fire to the product. And it's great. Hey, who doesn't want something that somebody they love wears everywhere, right? Kanye. Who doesn't want a Kanye shoe? Example A. Jordan, Michael Jordan, LeBron. I mean, the legends. They do help the products. Definitely they do. People will tell you they'd rather have a beautiful pair of shoes than wear the basic clothing. So it's become also entities of collector items like comic books, baseball cards. Back in the day, you collected baseball cards and football cards and stuff like that. Now you collect Supreme and Bape and all the little products that you see here today, as opposed to toys and comics like they used to do. So yeah, clothing has done a big impact also for merchandising, other things besides clothing. So it has changed severely, yes, for the better.
And we pretty much agree that social media has made a big impact on that.
Amazing, big impact.
We're seeing, you know, whether it's, you know, apps like Adidas Confirm, sweatside apps like Foot Locker, Champs,
big time.
all that stuff.
It makes it more obtainable. A lot of my customers haven't been able to get a pair of Yeezys, but it's easy to go on Adidas Confirm, have the app, hit a button, there you go, come pick up your shoe. It's a lot convenient, especially when you're working. Now you're in California, we all work a lot of hours. But definitely it's been a great benefit to our company and for other companies as well.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
It's on to my final stop, No Qual, a new and hot clothing brand store also in my local mall, where I'll be meeting up with the owner AJ, as well as YouTubers Sneakerhead in the Bay and David Got Kicks. So I'm out here at No Qual in Valley Fair Mall. This is my friend David Navarro, aka David Got Kicks, as well as Alex Walter, aka Sneakerhead in the Bay. Thank you guys for joining me today. Let's go ahead and conduct the interview, ask a few questions, and get your opinion on the sneaker culture and the evolution of it. So first off, social media is kind of a big thing right now. Not really kind of a big thing, actually the biggest thing that's going on with our society. How do you believe how social media has influenced how streetwear and the shoe culture is today?
Well, I honestly feel like a lot of people, like nowadays they have like different pages on Instagram and other social media where they kind of like lay out outfits for people. And I know there's a lot of people that, like myself, I look at those outfits and I think of like, oh, that's a cool outfit that would go with this and this, and I kind of just look at other outfits as well as sneakers. You're pretty much, it's like you have the world in your hands, and there's just so many different like sneaker wise, there's tons of different sneakers out there, and it's pretty much, it's because back then we didn't have all that. We had to we had like catalogs and we had to search it up on the internet. We didn't really have like Instagram, so it's much easier to wait. So like for like fashion wise and stuff, yeah, pretty much. You have like the world in your hands when it comes to like fashion and stuff. Like everything's out there.
Yeah, just going off of what David says, like social media kind of keeps everybody connected, and it gives new people new looks on what somebody else is doing. So if somebody's like wearing an elongated tee before they were even hot, then the trend kind of starts that way with like people liking that trend, and then they kind of see it, and then there's like, you know, ripped jeans. So it's like, it's a way of spreading the word, and I think it's really important in today's society with just like the multiple influences that like celebrities have and YouTubers, and just like it's a whole new world now with social media. So I think it has like a huge impact on the way that we're living today, and it's going to have a huge impact in the future.
Definitely, especially like we look back then, like Nike Talk, ISS. Now, Alex, I know that you used to be or still are an admin on Bay Area Sneakerheadz, which is a local group on Facebook. We can definitely see the demographics change as far as the forums go. You know, people get a little bit more connected on there. So, since we're talking about then and now, what are things that you like about how the culture is today versus back then?
I feel like now things are kind of more open. Like, I guess back then if you'd see someone wearing overalls, I guess sometimes you'd look at that and be like why would someone wear overalls? But nowadays you see it today and they could like add a twist to it. So they're kind of adding twists to like old styles. Like vintage t-shirts, those are coming back. Like the bleach t-shirts, pretty much a lot of it's coming back in like a different style. So more like a retro type of feel.
For me, I think it's cool how you see like a lot of the younger generation starting to get into it. So it brings a lot more heads into the community, which is why we have like sneaker cons and sneaker events. It's because we have the community, and it's big enough to create these events for these people that share the same passion. So I think that's like one of the dopest things ever, to like get a group of people that have the same interests and kind of put them in this space where they can just intermingle with each other. I'm gonna touch base on a lot of the fakes that are out there, and for those of you that don't know, there's a huge market with fake sneakers nowadays, and I don't think it was that popular back in the day, because with a small community overseas, they're not gonna be able to touch base on that and recognize it. But now, since there's so many people collecting sneakers, social media, they're able to pick up on these certain trends and influences. So if they see, you know, these kids going crazy over Yeezys, then they have that idea, let's make some Yeezys, replicate it, and sell it as authentic. So it's a big problem today, and I feel like it's going to be a big problem in the future as well. And it's getting scary now, because it's like these fakes are so spot on.
Absolutely.
Like it's getting scary. So if you're paying $1,000 for a shoe and you don't know if it's legit or not, it's kind of iffy. So.
All right. So as we mentioned before, Alex and David, both on YouTube. Each of their channels have over 100,000 subscribers, so they have a pretty big following. So it pertains to that, since you guys are YouTubers and also photographers as well, and Instagram, how dependable are you guys on social media, and why, when it comes in references to, you know, your pages?
I guess, well, I mainly started off with sneaker customs and customizing sneakers. So a lot of people come to my page because they're interested in customizing sneakers themselves, and I show tips and how-tos, tutorials on my YouTube channel, and I link it back to my Instagram, so it kind of goes back and forth. There's a lot of people always asking for tips and tricks I'm not the best customizer, but I'll still help them out. Everyone who asks like a question, and try to help them out with their own customizing.
Angelus Direct support. And Alex, how about you? We know that you've been on YouTube for a while now.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think when we first met, I brought it up as I remember one of your older videos, and just to see like how much both of you have grown within a short amount of time. So just like David, how dependable are you on social media yourself?
At first, when I started the YouTube, I don't think I had a Twitter, and I don't think I had an Instagram. So when I first started making videos, I would post the videos on Bay Area Sneakerheadz, and that's kind of how I got people to my page. And as it was growing, I was like, I need to take advantage of the other sites. I need to take advantage of Twitter, Instagram, and then later Snapchat came. But the cool thing about it is that when you have different audiences on each social media platform, you could kind of connect them all together. So everything feeds off of it. If I make a YouTube video and I post it, it will notify my Twitter audience, and it will also send something on Facebook. So then from there, I could also make a post on Instagram and then say something on Snapchat, or even like hype a video up before it comes out. So like all of these social medias, they play a role in creating content, and like I rely on that heavily. That's basically what I'm doing all day, is like I'm going through social media, connecting with people, talking to people, getting opinions, and doing polls and stuff like that. So it's like,
people say like, a shoe doesn't make the person, we make the shoe. And I think that's definitely something you guys have been doing for quite some time now. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time to hang out and answer a few questions. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, thanks, Alex.
Yep.
Appreciate it. So I'm here with AJ. He is the owner of Naqual here at Valley Fair. We're going to go ahead and ask him a few questions about what his opinion is on social media's impact on streetwear culture and also the shoe game. So AJ, if you want to start with that first question, what do you think?
So basically the question is, what's the impact of social media on fashion, right?
Yes.
So I believe social media's impact on fashion is just basically it helps a lot of people to know what's in fashion right now. Like especially a lot of kids wouldn't be able to watch rap videos and find out the information of what kind of clothing is in. And then also, social media just makes it a lot more easier for people to see like what jacket is in, what jeans are in, and what kind of t-shirts are in. So I believe social media is a pretty good thing to have around. But then social media also does a lot of bad stuff, Yeah. For example, social media will also fail a lot of businesses, and will also bring a lot of businesses up, depending on how you play the role,
Exactly.
But social media is good and bad, so it's just the way you look at it and the way you use it.
So bringing that into, so we talked about fashion, we talked about the shoe game. So as far as how streetwear works, there's different types of style, and what is your definition as far as like how clothes and shoes, the streetwear and shoe culture ties hand in hand?
Okay, I believe pictures do a big effect on social media. For example, if I bought Jordans and I wear it with certain jeans, like for example, I bought Royal ones that just got released a couple of, maybe a month ago, and I wore like skinny jeans with it, and I wore it in a certain style, and I post a picture on Instagram or I post a picture on Facebook or Twitter. Somebody's gonna see it and be like, oh shit, he wore it really nice, like I want to wear it the same way. So he's gonna somehow buy a Jordan that looks similar to that, or maybe go spend $400 and buy the Royal ones, and then buy skinny jeans and wear it like that. It's, I guess, fashion and shoes, they just go together.
It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. And just like Yeezys is the most famous. How Kanye actually wore his shoes with all the laces sticking out. Everybody's doing the same thing, and then they're wearing skinny jeans with it. Then also, the fashion came in with the zippers, so they just
Zippers right here.
Yeah, they just open them up like that, and they wear them with shoes, and the shoe just pops. It
Exactly.
looks nicer. And it gives the shoe more of an image, because nowadays we have skinny jeans, you know,
Exactly.
that hugs our ankles, and then the shoe has a proper image. Back in the day, we had baggy jeans, which was about, like, you could say 12 inches open from the bottom, which actually covered half of the shoe, and then the other shoe, you know, wasn't even shown. So I guess nowadays shoe gets a better image with the clothing that we have. So this just makes it look
AJ,
very
you know,
nice.
we see, you know, your business owner. You know, you got a growing brand. I believe you're at 2 locations now.
We were at 2 locations. The first one was a basically holiday pop-up, just to, you know, gather people around from Oak Ridge and other side from that side. So it's just like a business strategy.
Okay.
So we had that pop-up for like the December, January month, and so, but this is our main prime.
Nice. And then with that, as you know, what is the impact and the influence you want to leave on, you know, your customers, you know, the people that you follow, as well as, you know, the culture and as a whole?
I just want to leave a big smile on their face when they wear it, you know, like, I feel good, and that's what I want to see, and that's what makes me feel good. So I just want to provide the best for them. I don't know if I could say this, but I'll say I just want the average to flex on the rich.
That's a good term.
Yeah.
That's a good
You know,
way to put
person,
it.
I mean, we do have a lot of kids that come in with their moms. I mean, obviously we can't tell like they have a lot of money, you know, because they're picking up something for $15, they're picking up something for $20. That's when you could tell, like, you know, he's not gonna ball out $500, but he is picking out something very nice that will make him look good, and that will leave a smile on him, and that he will feel, damn, I look good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect. That sounds amazing. Content, answers are great, very insightful. AJ, I really appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. If you get a chance, support Naqual. Follow them on Instagram. I'll draw this description, as well as all the info for all the other featured YouTubers, as well as business owners at the end of this video.
It's without a doubt that both the sneaker and streetwear culture have been around for many years. And it's safe to say that social media has played a key role and left a big impact on their evolutions. I hope this documentary was very informative as well as influential, and captured how important social media is in today's society. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.
This model, and she just bleached her elbow, and I get bleach on my t-shirt. I'ma feel like an I was high when I met her. We was down to try. She